What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, you may remember a couple of weeks back, Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, actually made headlines when he accused Marvel Studios and specifically Kevin Feige of having zero plan for Deadpool 3 or working Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool into any of the upcoming Marvel Phase 4 or Phase 5. Basically, he was mad that there were no plans given yet to him to let him know what was going on. And at the time, we pointed out that there was a meeting between Ryan Reynolds and Marvel Studios. Ryan Reynolds even tweeted out the photo, so they must have discussed something. Coming via a report yesterday, we now know what they discussed and what was pitched on Ryan Reynolds' side to Marvel Studios as Deadpool kills the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're going to break down when this supposedly took place, what director was in tow, where this was reported, but where it was originally reported. And trust me, guys, you're going to be familiar with the source. Like I said, we're going to break it all down and what it could mean for Deadpool's introduction into some version of the MCU. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including this insane XM Studios 1/4 scale beta ray bill. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So this was first reported yesterday via a headline in the Hindustan Times. I'll make sure to leave a link down to the source article below. They go on to cite none other than industry insider, infamous leaker Roger Wardell, who we talk about at least once a month here at the channel. Citing him, they go on to report, quote, "Deadpool kills Fox's Marvel Universe was one of the first ideas pitched by Reynolds back in 2019. Michael Bay is in talks to direct the film." Now, as crazy as that sounds for reasons we're going to get into, and trust me, it sounds absolutely crazy, more so the inclusion of Michael Bay than Deadpool traveling around the Fox Marvel Universe and killing off all of the characters before he joins the MCU, is how right Roger Wardell has been in the past. We always sort of give this disclaimer because he's an anonymous leaker of sorts. He nailed so much stuff about Avengers Endgame last year, including overweight Thor, Captain America's Hail Hydra moment, Stan Lee's cameo being set in the 1970s, the appearance of Robert Redford and Frank Grillo. He also was the one who leaked that Florence Pugh would be playing Yelena Belova in the upcoming Black Widow, and was one of the first to mention Richard Madden is being cast in the Eternals. Basically, this guy has been so right in the past that it's hard to ignore the things that he tweets out, but Michael Bay's involvement with this film, that still throws a bit of a hook. The thing is we already have evidence that this may have been the case. We've reported multiple times here at the channel, and it's now been confirmed that Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios reached out to none other than Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman about reprising their roles as Professor X and Wolverine. At the time, we couldn't figure it out. Were they going to recast them in the MCU? But it could be the case that they took this pitch by Ryan Reynolds and then said, well, this actually sounds like a great idea. Why don't we see if we can get those Fox X-Men involved, namely the 2 biggest protagonists in Wolverine and Professor X? And if they could do it, that would be a great meta movie to have Ryan Reynolds not quite in the MCU yet, but metaphorically killing off the Fox Marvel Universe that won't exist after this. Now, obviously, both of those actors turned Marvel Studios down, and if it was based on this pitch, you can see why, but still the hook. Michael Bay, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Michael Bay in and outside of the industry. I'm sure a lot of you have seen his films, but man, he is renowned for having one of the worst reputations and being somewhat impossible to work with on set and on his projects. And then you think about Marvel Studios, directors with egos, and, well, actors for that matter, and Edward Norton, who weren't team players, who saw it all about them and wanted to do the things that Michael Bay is renowned for doing, as in just destroying people's work on set, not listening to anybody, and just rather having a bad attitude. I highly doubt Marvel Studios would ever hire him to do a film, and if they did, I would love to see that film get finished, as in Marvel Studios has said no problem axing a director mid-project. This I find very hard to believe, but with all the things I enumerated and how right Roger Wardell has been in the past, maybe Michael Bay was just a bit of a pun intended, that the title of the movie would be Ryan Reynolds kills Fox Marvel Universe directed by Michael Bay when it wasn't directed by Michael Bay at all. Some sort of a meta allegory for how hilarious the whole situation is. That I could see. Even still, if they need the Fox X-Men to pull this movie off, and they've been turned down by Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart at this point, then the idea for the movie is as dead in its tracks as well how dead all the rest of the Fox Marvel X-Men would be after Deadpool was done with them. I love this idea the more I think about it, and it also sort of fills in the blanks Mad Lib style for some of the details we couldn't put together why Marvel Studios was even approaching those old Fox X-Men in the first place. Maybe if they can round up enough of them, if enough actors get in on it, but still, this movie does feel like it's dead in its tracks. Still very interesting, though, that Ryan Reynolds had the foresight to pitch a movie like this, and it definitely gives me hope for how they're going to introduce him in the future. It just won't be this way. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. Is this a movie you would have wanted to see? Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel Cinematic Universe. We kind of saw it at the end of Deadpool 2, right? When he's sort of quote-unquote cleaning up the timelines. It would have been a pretty awesome movie had they gotten everybody on board. But now, in lieu of that, how would you like to see Deadpool introduced into the MCU? And how do you think Marvel Studios is going to handle it? Let me know all your thoughts down below. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 700,000 subscriber mark. And a lot of you have asked, of course, we'll be giving away PlayStation 5s. We just don't know when they'll actually be released. And with limited pre-orders, and of course the delays in technology shipping this year, we don't want to start giving away those before we actually get them. So for now, it's the PlayStation 4 Pros until the PlayStation 5 comes out, the next of which is at the 700,000 subscriber mark. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video. That'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes, like the insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray Bill statue that we're giving away. Now, guys, if you're not familiar with collectibles like this is in no way an action figure. This stands at almost 30 inches, almost a full 3 feet tall, and is an immaculately sculpted, very high-end museum-style collectible of all your favorite Marvel characters. We got this one from the Gem Mint Collectibles store, and he actually did a full review of this exact statue, which I'll leave a link to down in the description. So if you want to see this more in depth, see how big it is, how awesome it is, you could follow the link over there. Either way, if you want to be entered to win any of the future prizes here at the channel that we choose to give away, including the PlayStations and the Beta Ray Bill, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, just like we're doing here, and if you've missed any of those previous winner announcements, as we've given away a ton of stuff this year, no worries. All you have to do is scroll back through the channel, look for the winner announcement in the sub count in the title, click on that video and scroll to the end. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.